Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Auset-heru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask and Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, pass it on to somebody else who might like it too, and don't forget to leave us a positive comment in the comment section. Also, stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to be reading out some of my favorite comments from previous videos, and one of these comments might be yours. Also, if you would like to get a reading done, please email me, and know that all my information is always underneath every video. So you can email me, you can hit me up on social media, you can check out my Ask an Aquarius merchandise, you can send me a gift if you want to, you can send a donation to my PayPal, you can join us on Patreon. There's so many options underneath each video, so check it out, okay? All right, guys, so today we're going to talk about something that I really like a lot. People always ask me, how do I keep my vibration high? Or how can they lift up their vibration? And vibration is all about the things that you choose to ingest, the things that you eat, the things that you listen to, the things that you absorb, the things that you allow around you are going to have an effect, and the people, the situations are going to have an effect on your vibration. So having a job that or career that you find to be rewarding, for example, is something that can raise your vibration. Being around more positive people can raise your vibration. And the one I like the most is putting everyday magic into your life will raise your vibration. Now, a lot of people who are brand new to spirituality, or people who just don't have a lot of time, will often say to me, how will I have time to do all these magical things? I don't have time to sit around drinking tea, playing with crystals, and casting spells. I got kids, I got a husband, I got this, I got that. And I'm like, if you're new into magic, or if you're just learning about spirituality, or if you're just a person who wants to have a life that is happier and has a higher vibration, it doesn't have to take a lot of time. I think that one thing that people think, and it's a big mistake, is that you have to spend all this time. It's nice to have the time to drink the tea, to play with the crystals, to cast the spells, but I only cast spells once a month. But I'm still able to have magic in my everyday. So today I'm going to give you 10 ways that you can add magic to your everyday that don't take a lot of time. Okay? So if you're a mother or a father or somebody with a busy life, you can incorporate one, some, all of these into your life with the minimum amount of time. Okay? The smallest time commitment. The first thing you can do to live a more everyday magical life is you can just simply buy crystals. I've talked about crystals on this channel many, many times. I found out recently that Home Goods and Michaels have crystals sometimes. I was very surprised that I didn't know that. And I don't know very much about them, but when I Googled it, I did find crystals there. I always like to get my crystals from a trusted source, such as, a crystal shop, or someone on Etsy that I may know, or somebody on Instagram that I may know. Places like that I usually frequent, but it doesn't really matter where you get them from. I like to get them from a more reputable business personally. Home Goods or Michaels, I don't really know who owns it, who runs it, what their spiritual stances are. I have no clue. But the bottom line is get yourself some crystals from wherever you feel comfortable getting them from. Put them strategically around your home, put them in your plants, carry them with you. That's one. Wear them as jewelry, like I always point out. This one really easy, simple way to add everyday magic to your life. Number 2, try Kitchen Witchery. Kitchen Witchery, and you can get a book on Amazon. Amazon, if you type in Kitchen Witches, I've seen 20 or 30 books. And these books are ways that there are certain witches that call themselves kitchen witches. And the reason why they call themselves that is because they do their magic in the kitchen. So the food that they make, and they bake goods. I've seen them bake cookies, bread, stews, drinks. They make all kinds of stuff. And they use magical correspondences and properties in their meals. And they make up prayers to say, to bless their food. They make up prayers to, to when they're making their food. They use different herbs and spices that draw about different manifestations. So checking out some kitchen witchery, reading up on it in a book on Amazon or looking at it online, because I've seen a lot of articles about it online. That's another way that you can add that to your everyday. Most people say a prayer over their meal, but you can say any kind of spiritual blessing over your meal. And these types of books and web pages tell you how and what things to make. The other day, I saw a spell for making some kind of a cake. And this cake was supposed to cleanse you. And one of the main ingredients in it was lemons. And we all know in the spiritual realm that lemons are a cleanser. So things like that. What it's called being a kitchen witch is something you could easily add to your everyday activities. Number 3, daily affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you say and think over and over again throughout the day. And these positive sayings are usually stated, there's something that you want to manifest, something you want to bring into your life. And they're stated as if they're already in your life. So for example, if you want to be somebody who has a lot of money, one of mine, to keep my manifestation going, one of my favorite affirmations is, I am a billionaire. Now, you don't have to actually be a billionaire to use this affirmation, but the idea is to speak it as if it has already occurred. Okay? So throughout the day, I might read it or say it. It's actually on my phone. I have 3 or 4 different affirmations on my phone. And throughout the day, I slide through them and read them out loud and think about them and meditate on them for a couple seconds if I have time at lunch or in between my breaks. So working with 1 or more affirmations is another way to bring this energy into your life every day. And as you can see, it only takes a couple seconds to swipe and look at it and read it. The next one, positive thinking and positive speaking. Positive thinking and positive speaking is a great way to raise your vibration. So not allowing yourself to think negatively. A lot of people do. A lot of people have negative thoughts, or they speak about other people or themselves. It's even worse. I can't even figure out which one is worse. You're talking about other people or talking about yourself negatively. They're equally as bad. But some people think and talk negatively all the time. And this is a really bad habit, and it lowers your vibration. If you're gossiping about people, talking negative about people, or talking negatively about yourself, or thinking negatively all the time, it lowers your vibration. So as much as possible, we try to keep our vibrations high, and we try to keep our thoughts and our words about ourselves and others high. So if somebody calls you to gossip about your cousin, Felicia, just don't engage. And people, after a while, if you don't engage, if I call you to gossip every single day and you don't engage every single day, eventually I'm going to stop calling you. I'm going to call somebody else because you're not fun to gossip with anymore. So don't allow it. Somebody call you on the phone, because I know in my family, my mother is great for this. She calls everybody and tells everybody business. And when she calls me, she stopped calling me, mind you, because I don't entertain it. When she calls to talk about things about her life or things like that, then I'll entertain that. But when she calls to talk about how bad somebody's doing or whatever the case is, I usually give a generic response like, oh, that's awful. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope things get better. And I change the subject and I go off into the next thing. So if you have people who are coming to you with this negativity and you don't respond to it, after a while they stop. So try to think and speak positively. The next thing you can do is add some vision boards to your living space. Some people will do a vision board, and you can Google vision boards and get all kinds of ideas. But basically, a vision board is something you want to manifest. Let's say you want to get married. You can do a vision board that has images on it of getting married. Some people will do it on a computer. Some people will do it with like a poster board and actually paint, or what is it, paste pictures of marriage on it, little sayings like love, fidelity, trust, on their board. And they'll take their board and they'll hang it someplace where they're going to see it all the time. So someplace your eyes naturally fall all the time. Like when I'm sitting here, my eyes naturally fall right there. So that would be a great place for a vision board. So I could create one on the computer, or create one with, the old-fashioned way, basically like a collage. So I could make a love collage. Or if I wanted to bring money into my life, I could make a money and prosperity collage. There's all kinds of way. But basically a vision board is a collage of what you want to manifest. And you hang it somewhere where you're going to see it all the time. Again, as you can see, this type of thing takes no time. So once it's created, creating it might take a little bit of time, getting the images that you want to put on it. But after that, it's just a matter of looking at it and thinking about it. That's it. That could take 2 minutes, in between phone calls or something like that. Like if you had a vision board at your job or something like that, in between phone calls, you could just be staring at it while you're, yakking away. You can be looking at it. So it's very easy, not too time consuming. Meditation. You can meditate 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 60 minutes. It really depends on how much time you have. When I first started out, one of the things I saw was that if you could try to devote 30 minutes a day to your positive thinking, your spirituality, that it would be extremely helpful to you. Just 30 minutes a day. So I would spend 15 minutes meditating and 15 minutes praying, reading something, looking at my cards, something spiritual. So there you are, 30 minutes a day, and you've worked towards lifting up your vibration. Another thing you can do is oracle cards. A lot of times you guys will see me post oracle cards. Oracle cards anybody can use. They're not something that only a witch can use. So you can order yourself some, like these I have right here. These are the Louise Hay oracle cards. You can't read it because it's backwards, but what it says on here is Heart Thoughts cards. A deck of 64 affirmations. So you can have one like this, and then they have other decks that are just oracle messages, and you can pull one of these in the morning. It'll take you 5 seconds to pull one of those, shuffle them up and pull one, and check out the message for the day. Or at the end of the day, before you get in bed, check out the message. So that's another way that you can bring everyday magic into your life. I also mentioned reading magical books and other reading materials. So remember I told you I only had 30 minutes. So sometimes for my 15 minutes, I would be reading a magical or spiritual book, a book about law of attraction, a book about candle magic, a book about affirmations or meditations, a book about kitchen witchery. I would read something along those lines, a book about drawing true love into your life, something like that. But I only had 15 minutes. If you can read for 15 minutes a day, it might take you longer to finish the book, but you will eventually finish it. Also, they have articles online that might take you 2 or 3 minutes to read, and you can read that. So it is lots of stuff that is high vibrational, happy stuff, positive stuff, inspirational stories that you could read and change the vibration of your life. The next one is, let me see. Oh, music. An easy way that doesn't take up any time is to listen to music. On the way to work, on the way home, you can listen to music or audio books or chanting or talks about spirituality, anything that's uplifting. I used to listen to this Buddhist monk on the way to work because his message kept me very calm. And at that time, I was working at a job that wasn't too cool. And his message helped me make it through those 6 months at that job. So you can be listening to something like that. Or like I said, music. They have songs, all kinds of inspirational songs, you know. You know, those songs that really inspire you to get up or to have a better vibration. They have so many of them. You can make a playlist of just happy, uplifting songs. And that's something that can help you, like, it raises your vibration so quickly. You get with the beat, and the next thing you know, your vibration is up. So that's another thing that you can use. And the last one says you could build an altar or a sacred space in or around your home. A lot of people have altars or a sacred space. This sacred space, you put in it pictures of those who've passed over, your family, your ancestors. You might have crystals. You might keep spiritual books there. You might go there to pray. Some people have them in their home. I have several altars in the home. I've seen people who had their sacred space outside in their yard. So they had like one girl, she had like an angel statue in the yard, and she would go out there and do her prayers and her meditations. So you can create a sacred space in your home. You don't have to go to a church or to a temple to have your sacred space. You can go there too, and you can have one at home, because in a lot of cultures they have a sacred space, a space dedicated to God, goddess, the ancestors, angels in their home. It's like welcoming that energy into your home, welcoming in that positive energy. So any of these ways here could help you have a better vibration. I generally do a combination of these almost every day. I'm not a really big kitchen witch, but the other ones I pretty much have going on. So I encourage you to take a listen to this list and see how many of these things you can incorporate into your life. A more positive life will give you a better vibration and a more magical life. Okay? All right, so now let me tell you guys some of my favorite comments from previous videos. All right, let's read down. This is the first one. The first one comes to us from Ashley Holly. Ashley Holly publicly subscribed to me over a year ago. So cool. Thank you for sticking around and watching and commenting and being a wonderful subscriber. And we talk a lot too. I talk to Ashley all the time now that I think about it. What's up, girl? So Ashley said, laughing my ass off. Smart move on his part to make a song. Might as well make some money off the pain. Ashley is referring to, in the community section, I left a message in the community section about the new song by August Alsina. Now, you guys remember last week I did a video about August, Will, and Jada Pinkett Smith. So this was the next, the update on that particular video. August wrote this song that is rather fire, rather intense. Some people say it's petty, to each their own. But Ashley said that it's smart on him to make money off his pain. And some people would say that. Some people would say that's a smart thing to do. I don't know. I really don't know. I do write songs, well, I don't write songs, I write poems when something is hurtful to me. So I do see that. But this particular song, if you guys haven't heard it, go listen to it. And then you can tell me what you think in the comment section, because it's pretty intense. Pretty intense. All right, Yasmin Gonzalez. Hey, Yasmin commented on this too. I think she either commented on the video or on the update. And she said, Jada is a Virgo and so is August. Virgos like to feel needed, so I can see why Jada chose August. Will is a Libra and agree with the codependency you mentioned. I don't think they're happy either. Yeah, this is from the video that I did. That was what I was talking about. So Yasmin agrees with me and is telling me their signs. I knew that Jada was a Virgo and that Will was a Libra, but I did not know that August was a Virgo too. And they do like to be needed, and they're also, Virgos are in service. A lot of them, they like to help. You know, they like to help people. They like to do things for people. And I noticed this, I had a lot of Virgo friends in my life, and a lot of them are like that. So it is interesting that they chose each other. All right, guys, it's time for me to get going. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.